Well, good morning, everyone. It is time to get to some shenanigans in my kitchen. I got my apron on, and it's breakfast time. I had coffee with you guys out on the porch this morning, and now it is coffee time. And so let me switch this camera around, and let's see if we can find some fall decorations that I got busy with this weekend. All right, so here we go. This is, of course, my table. And it's been a hot mess since I started filming. Well, my goal this weekend was to get it cleared off as much as possible and get out my fall decorations. And so I've done that. So let's take a look, okay, at some of the things that you're seeing on my table. This is my full fall decor, minus one cup that I'm drinking out of this morning. All right. Because I get this out and I enjoy it every year. Okay. Don't mind the air fryer. That's there because I'm going to be using it while I'm cooking. Okay. But let's take a look around and see what we have here. First, I want to show you. Let's back this up. Do you see that blue thing hanging on that on that chair right there? This thing right here. Let me see if I can point it out to you. Let me see right here. This. Do you know what that is? That is one of my inspirations. That is my mom's apron. Now understand that that is probably a 60-year-old apron. And I leave it hanging in my kitchen as inspiration because my mom was a fabulous cook and she enjoyed being in the kitchen. That was one of her favorite places to be in the whole wide world. And so it's a total inspiration for me when I get in here and see her apron hanging. It's the only apron I have left. She had many aprons through the years, but that's the one I have left. And so it hangs in my kitchen in a prominent spot in my kitchen. All right. And then you can see the whole table setting there. Okay. All right. Let me point you down. Let me get over here and point you down to it. There we go. All right. You can see my whole table setting. But I want to point out a few things. You can see the butternut squash in the back. That was from a food bank haul just recently. All right. Thankful and Blessed food bank haul. This, last year's food bank haul. Both of these were last year's food bank haul. Then this set I got when I was working hard and was making some decent money. Okay. And this is all Dollar Tree. Believe it or not. One year I walked into Dollar Tree and I said, oh my gosh, this is what I want on my table. And so I bought a place setting of 4. And so everything back then cost $1. And so this entire setup was $1, including the placemats. All right. And not the tablecloth. This tablecloth I got years ago when I was either walking through like Dillard's or something like that. And it was sitting on clearance after the holidays. It was sitting on clearance and I picked it up for 75% off. I usually don't buy anything unless it's about 70 to 80% off. All right. And I pick up my stuff. And so that's how I got this. So I got it for pennies on the dollar. All right. Um, the skull in the center of the table, right here, sits on my table as a reminder to me of my mother-in-law. And y'all gonna think, what? Okay. In the tradition of my mother-in-law, they celebrate a day called El Dia de Muerta, which is the Day of the Dead, which kind of coexists with Halloween in a way, all right? But the celebration is you're celebrating the life of a person who has passed on. And so in the tradition, they have a skull that represents a loved one. And so in honor of her in my kitchen. She sits, the skull sits right in the center of my table as a reminder of another great cook in my life that tremendously influenced me. Now, I did put my salt and pepper shaker back there just because I did, okay? I don't have a salt and pepper shaker that is a fall decor. So I put my regular one back there. But guys, I am so blessed. I am so blessed that over the years that I have worked hard, that I am able to sit at home now and create videos for you guys and enjoy doing the creation. You can see also that I have my flowers out. Now those flowers have been on my table. You guys have seen those, okay? But I did add a scarecrow in there. These are my fall flowers. I just never changed them out to my spring flowers. All right. You guys are giving me the encouragement to do this kind of stuff. And I thank you guys for that. I do. I thank you dearly for that. All right. So now that that is done and that you see at least some of my fall decorations so far, let's get busy in the kitchen. So you can see in my kitchen that I've got some things out, all right? And the reason is because they're all reminders to me, all right? The first thing is that I have a cake mix right here, right there, all right? I have the blender right there, the mixer right there. And I have over here oranges and an apple. And what all of this is a reminder of me. Oh, and also I have my brown sugar out here and I have my butter, okay? Because I needed it for a recipe for room temperature butter. And so, oh, and by the way, this right here, that's my jar of honey. It sits right there next to the toaster because sometimes that's what I want for breakfast is just toast and honey. All right. And so it sits right there. All right. So I wanted to let you know that these are all reminders to me that these are the projects that I have lined up for myself. Okay. This is a reminder that I need to get that fruit eaten up before it goes bad. And so it sits on my counter to remind me to get it eaten up. So every time I walk by it and I say, I haven't had an orange today, I go ahead and get myself an orange. Now, you're going to also see over here this, all right? Let me show you something about this, okay? Let me show you. Let me flip it around. You can see it's great value, so it's a Walmart brand cookie pizza kit. This came from the food bank last year after Halloween. I stuck it on my shelf because I knew that this year I was going to make this, all right? And so it's out as a reminder that this is going to be one of the projects that I get to have fun with you guys while we get up to shenanigans in the kitchen. And the blender is on my counter because my lovely family members over the years buy me gifts at Christmas that allow me to enjoy a strawberry daiquiri once in a while. So last night I had me some strawberry daiquiris and they were good. They were oh so good. All right, let's get busy in some shenanigans in my kitchen. We're back to some shenanigans in the kitchen. And let me show you what I'm up to. I got the oven heating. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn this oil off right now. I got the oven heating. Biscuits are in the iron skillet. Remember the sausage that I made? Well, I'm going to heat some of that up. And I'm going to fry me some eggs. And we're going to have some biscuits, sausage, and fried eggs for breakfast this morning. And I might even make some gravy. We'll see. All right, guys, the biscuits are done. Let's get in here and get some sausage and eggs cooked up for breakfast. You guys join me. Come on. All right, now we're going to turn this back on. Got a little oil in there. We're gonna throw a couple of pieces of sausage in there. Yeah, in the comments below, put down in the comments below how you like your eggs cooked. Do you like them scrambled? Do you like them over easy, over hard, over medium? How do you like your eggs in the morning? Or do you eat eggs? You may not even eat eggs. But that would be an interesting question that I have for you guys. So, we're going to heat up these sausages. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heat up the sausage and then I want to fry me some eggs. And I'll come back when it's plated up. Alright, here we go. And this, my friends, is what's for breakfast. Buttered biscuits, a couple of fried eggs, and a couple of pieces of sausage. Let's talk about, well, what came from the food bank. Alright. The pork was ground pork that I made into my own breakfast sausage, and that came from the food bank. And on this plate, that's the only thing that came from the food bank, but it was a blessing this morning. I'll be back for my next shenanigan in the kitchen today, but I'm gonna sit down and have myself some breakfast first.